Hey guys, it's me, Halloween Dan, doing a super quick, really unanticipated video, hence why I'm in my work clothes, because something has just arrived, something that I have bought, and it's something weird.
So weird.
I buy a lot of weird stuff, and I buy a lot of unanticipated stuff, things that I just kind of see and like, ooh, I need to have it. This is probably the weirdest in some ways. This will probably also be one of my last, at least larger scale buys of this season. I want you to check it out. I hope you like what I bought, but it is random. And it's random for so many reasons, mostly because I bought something that is not my usual kind of decoration to buy. And it's a particular kind of decoration that not too long ago I was talking about how maybe they are not for me anymore. But apparently not. So let me show you what I bought. So you might remember I've made like 2 videos about this now, one last year, one this year, where I've talked about a particular kind of decoration that exists within the Halloween genre that is somewhat, it's like the Marmite. If you don't get that saying, it's a British thing. Marmite's a gross, disgusting stuff you put on toast. And you either love it or like me, you hate it. There is no in between. And these decorations, I kind of think, have that vibe. I've talked about this before, which they're either for you and you think they're amazing, or you think they're tacky and really crap.
Oh, that's tacky. That's really tacky.
I've always kind of been actually weirdly in the in-between in a way, because I've owned props like this before and decorations like this, but then I've steered away from them over the last few years because they're kind of, some can be a little tacky. But I do also really like them, and I like when they're used well and when people use them in their haunt in a good kind of a way. But still never thought I'd own more of them ever again. I didn't think I'd ever buy anything of their ilk ever again. Because what I've bought is an inflatable, or rather 3 inflatables.
Brother, what's that?
But these are not just your normal sort of inflatables. These have a very specific purpose. So let me show you what I bought. I have bought these Halloween inflatables window tentacles. Octopus tentacles window decor. So you might have seen online, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook, whatever, there are always these awesome posts I see of people who have haunts where they've included tentacles, monster tentacles coming out of windows, coming out of porches. There's a whole array of them. Manchester, which is really the closest big city to me, always do an amazing Halloween display where certain big high-rise buildings will have tentacles coming out of the rooftops or whatever. So that's always a lot of fun, and it always makes me feel really Halloweeny whenever I see these tentacle things being used. I've never seen them where I live being used on a building before. I think I might have seen something similar to them being used in like a pirate horn. Ironically, I could have used these in my pirate horn, but never actually thought about it. But I'd seen one particular post. It was of a house, I don't know the name of it, but had a beautiful front porch and these amazing octopus giant tentacles coming out of the front of it, and it looked so good. And this is where I think you cross the line over from where these inflatables can occasionally be a little tacky and maybe a little bit poorly thought out, to suddenly something actually quite classy in a way where it actually suits the property so well and looks so good, and they've used them in such a cool, imaginative kind of way. Now, I've been trying to think about ways to tie in the upstairs part of my house to my haunt for years now, and never really fully succeeded. It's really hard to decorate the upstairs section of a house unless you have really easy access to it, and I don't. I've tried hanging ghosts from windows, I've had skeletons hanging from windows, I've had all sorts of things going on over the years, and this year I did think about putting a load of skeletons up the side of my house, but it was a no. It was just a no. So I didn't really know what I was going to do with the upstairs, as I never really fully do. And then I saw these tentacles advertised. Someone, I think, had bought them and had talked about how they'd got them from Amazon. And I was like, Yes, please. So I went onto Amazon, had a little look, thought these are going to be super expensive. And there were some really big and really expensive versions of these. But the ones I've ended up getting were not expensive. So, show you the box one more time. You've got 3 tentacles in here. You've got a 4.5 foot, a 5 foot, and a 6 foot tentacle. They have suction cups on their bases and then a string to tie them back as well to hold them in place a little bit better. That you can just basically tie through the window. And they light up and they obviously inflate. And the idea is you put them on individual windows. And I've got 3 windows I've got in mind for this. And I just thought this was a really cool way to incorporate the top half of my house into my haunt without having something overly related to everything else. Just an overall fun thing that people would be able to see from the road and as they walked up to my house that clearly is exactly what it's intended to look like. It looks like tentacles coming out of your windows. So I thought that was really cool. So now we're gonna switch them on. We're gonna make sure they inflate because I haven't done that yet. I've just got them out the box. They lay on the floor empty right now. Let's inflate them. Let's see what they look like. And maybe this Sunday, as soon as this Sunday, I might be putting out my haunt and I might put these out. So here they are. I've got them plugged in. They are ready to go. I just need to be spaced out a little better. Let's hope they all work. Oh, we've got movement. They're alive. The tentacles are alive. There you go. They're inflating pretty quick. I think that one I think is going to be the biggest. I think that's the 6 foot. I'm going to say this one's the 4.5. I'm going to say that's the 5. Let's find out. So yeah, this one's inflated the quickest. Let's just see if we can stand it up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on. Oh, hang on. Okay. Oh, so actually that's the biggest. That's the 6 foot. Let's stand these up and see what they look like. So they don't stand up brilliantly because they're not actually designed to stand up, obviously. They're designed to hang off your window. But they do look really cool. I mean, I don't think you can mistake what these are supposed to be, right? They're definitely octopus tentacles or monster tentacles, whatever you want them to be. They've obviously got LED lights inside, so they'll light up at night. They're just this cool purple colour with this sort of bluey section where the suction cups are. Very, very cool. I do really like them. I did try to see if these were available in green because green kind of suits my haunt a little better. But you know what? Purple will pop better against the green background that I always light my house up with. I think these are really good. So this is clearly the 6 foot one because it's basically my height. This must obviously be 5, but would be longer if it wasn't for it being curled up, but that's cool. And then this one is 4. So this one's kind of curled backwards on itself. This one's sort of the classic octopus curl that way. And this one's just kind of straight out. So very, very cool. I really, really like them. I think they're really good. They come with this. So I put the string on this one just so you could see. I haven't done it on the others yet. But you can see, so at the bottom, there are some suction cups. There's 3 of them on each one, so to stick to the glass. Somebody did say the suction cups weren't that great and it might be a good idea to get some command strips, so I think I will do that. And then they also come with this bit of string that will just tie through the window so that you can, so it holds them in place a little better and they're not just reliant on the suction cups. I really like them. I think they're super cool. Very random. This is a very random purchase for me. But for £68 these were on Amazon, which was much, much cheaper than many of the others I saw. These are actually really, really good. I'm really pleased with them. And they'll definitely be something that draws people's attention. They're very loud. That's the only thing with inflatables. They are quite loud when they're on. But these are not going to be, you know, in amongst my haunt. They're not going to be getting in people's way or disturbing anyone. They're going to be up quite high. So hopefully the sound will be quite muffled up at that height. I'm really, really impressed. I think these are definitely going to draw the eye upwards for a bit. So that's it, guys. I just really quickly wanted to show you that. They're kind of crinkling down and collapsing in the background. It's a super quick one today. Like I say, this might possibly be my last big purchase. Costco has got some great deals right now. I know that the guitar playing skeleton guy, the punk rocker skeleton, he's like £150 right now, which is an awesome price. I'm tempted, not gonna lie, I am tempted, but no. I'm gonna stay strong. I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna buy inflatable tentacles instead. So random. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you in the next one. Keep it spooky. Bye.